Hello, Mavericks. Hope you had a great weekend. This is Rob Reinhold. It is April 25th, 2022. This morning, we started off on a weak note. So we got this gap down. It wasn't too big, maybe 0.5%. And it was a tiny bit shaky in the morning. But then the buyers came in, stabilized. Everything went to about flat. And then at the close, the buyers came in. And we actually had a decent up day. So as you can see, S&P up 0.5%. NASDAQ was the outperformer. On the news front, we did get an offer accepted by Twitter from Elon Musk. So it looks like that is going to happen. And then hopefully we can stop talking about that at some point. Because it's not a real market moving thing. It's very Twitter specific. But it's good to see. Let's take a look inside the markets and see what happened here. Take a look at Thursday, Friday's price action. We had big falls on Thursday and Friday, and you can see we looked really dicey this morning, and we were able to turn it around and come all the way back up. Now, we were around some support. We came down, hit this 420, and came back up. Now, look, it was a good day if you're a bull, bad day if you're a bear, but if you're a bull, it was an okay day. Here's the problem, is that you don't have a lot of hope here. Because we just had a big move down. We just made a lower low. We're trading below moving averages. Yes, we're likely to get maybe another day or two up. But I think we're going to be running into this resistance somewhere in this area, somewhere in this, let's call it 430, 436 area. We could make it there. Now, again, that'll be a substantial rally. But until we break through this point, I think you really have to take a look at all these rallies as very likely to fade and actually not go anywhere. And it's actually a better shorting opportunity than a long opportunity. If we take a look at the NASDAQ, we can see the NASDAQ still has some ways to go. Yes, we put in a reversal today. There's no question. We closed at the top end of the range. I could easily see us up another couple days here. That wouldn't surprise me at all. We got down near the support. We still think that this support is likely to get broken at some point in the near future. But right now, the markets have actually recovered some. Today was a pretty mixed day as far as total number of stocks that went up and down, but there were more increasing stocks than decreasing stocks. But take a look at where the concentration was. Large cap tech really did well all day long. They opened down and they were the first things to go up. Google, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, they all got nice bids throughout the day. What didn't get a good bid? Energy. Energy was very weak today. And oil was actually down about 5% earlier in the day and ended up recovering quite a bit. And a lot of these stocks came significantly off their lows. I saw lots of hammer candles in the energy sector today. Now again, still red candles. So we need definitely more confirmation on anything in energy. But we did get some long overshadows today. So let's really take a look at our market outlook and see where we stand for the week. You remember over the weekend, we were at a -1.5, we called it. -1.5, and we're looking for a -1 on the week. So we are mildly bearish, mild to moderately bearish. Yes, we got an update today, but nothing has changed. Nothing has changed here. We haven't changed trend. We don't have anything other than, okay, we did reverse today. And that's really about it. Ultimately, until this market gets back up above that 50-day moving average, I have to be bearish per my trading plan. Below the 50-day moving average, I'm bearish. Above it, I'm bullish. Let's take a look at a couple trades here. I don't have a ton of trade setups for you. As I was going through and looking for trades, I just didn't see anything I loved. So let's take a look. We took a look at BMY, which is Bristol Myers. And I was waiting for this thing to come down, and I didn't know if it was going to break this support level and head down to the 74. As you can see, we recovered by the end of the day. This is a nice little recovery. An update tomorrow, I think, will be a nice little entry point for a diagonal call spread. Now, why a diagonal call spread? Well, we still have a lot of overhead resistance at 78. So I want to take a look at doing something like the May 75, and I'll sell this week's April 78 short-term diagonal call spread. If it blows through that, I'll make a nice little profit. Yes, I'll have left some money on the table. If we come up here and we don't break through 78, that's fine. That's fine. My diagonal call spread is very profitable at that point. 78 is the best point for me. It's really just if it goes down significantly, it's going to be not a great trade, but it looks like it wants to hold on. So I'm waiting for a signal here on BMY. That being said, I actually got a signal here on J&J. This one was a nice trade, entered it. And you can see here, 185 to 190 is what I'm looking at in a bull call spread. This thing probably is going to cost you about $1.70, $1.80. That means you got 320 in upside potential up to 190. Lots of momentum here in Johnson & Johnson. And here's the stock I've been talking about lately for the last week or two, H&R Block. We talked about this off of an earnings report, really making a nice breakout back here. And you can see this thing just doesn't want to go down. When I was a young trader, these were the hardest trades to take because I would say, oh my gosh, it's already gone from 21 to 28. I'm not going to chase it. That's 33%. I'm not going to be that idiot that buys things at the top. So as a younger trader, I would try to buy things at the bottom. Now, they were at the bottom because there was a supply and demand imbalance, way more sellers than buyers. And I've learned just by watching the guy next to me in Maverick Trading, he was always buying these things and making money. And I finally realized the only way to make money as a trader is to be on the right side of supply and demand. We have no idea what tomorrow is going to bring in HRB. But what we do know is right here, right now, we have a supply and demand imbalance to the bull side. And it's just up to you as a trader to go in and say, how long do I think this is going to last? What are my ranges I think this is going to? And then the question is, does that imbalance stay in place until the end of your trade? If the answer is yes, then it's a great trade. If no, then it's one of those losses and we move on. In the sideways sectors, I've got Harley-Davidson, HOG. And you can see here, 36 looks like the floor on this thing, and 40, maybe a little tickle above 40 is the top. But I'm looking at just a really nice, like a 35, 38, 41 butterfly. Put this one on for a week or two. I think it's not going anywhere soon. It's telling you the moving average are flip-flopping all over the place. There is just no trend here on Harley-Davidson. And for a short, I had a lot of trouble finding a short here. And I don't even love this one. This one had a big fall. It's fallen from 60. But what I was looking for was, what's a stock that is one of the weakest stocks in the market that didn't have an update today? And I found this one. I don't love this one for an entry now. I still think you want to wait for a little rally up or more of a base. Maybe it just trades down here between 460 and 500. But I think you want to wait on this one. But the price action today is telling you this one doesn't want to participate. People are still looking to get out of this one. So it's a great indication that if we bounce up a little bit more, maybe tomorrow will bring you an up day, Wednesday an up day, then Thursday, Friday would be a great opportunity if we had some selling come in to Shopify. Well, let's talk about tomorrow. So our bullish close today should lead to a stronger open. We should get some buying overseas in Asia and Europe. My guess is that the markets are trading up, let's call it 0.3 to 0.6% tomorrow. The big question is, does it have more oomph behind it? We are in a downtrend. We know that there's rallies in these downtrends, but these rallies tend to fade. The best thing that would happen tomorrow for the bulls is if we didn't gap up and we actually maybe hung around for most of the morning and then did what we did today and we went up into the close and closed at the high. That would be a sign that, okay, there's still more left to go. My guess is we're going to get a move up early in the morning and a fade. And I think that, again, this is what's likely going to happen to all these bull runs that happen here until we get above that 50-period moving average. Tomorrow, we do have durable goods orders in the Case-Shiller Home Price Index. Everyone knows the Fed is going to ratchet up interest rates. Nothing in these reports is going to surprise them. And everyone hold on for your hats tomorrow because we do have a deluge of really important earnings. Microsoft, Google, Visa, Pepsi, Microsoft, and Google especially are going to be very big movers here. I expect that after these two companies report, we're looking at probably a plus, maybe a 0.5 to 1% jump or fall in the NASDAQ based on how their earnings are taken. So we're just going to have to wait and see till tomorrow after the close what happens. Well, that is it for me. Thank you for joining me. That is the Market Roundup. Everyone take care. Goodbye.